Hello, everyone. I'm Plasmoyer, as many like to call me, that guy with the afro. You know, sometimes I hate, I hate doing this. But honestly, the last time I had this kind of conversation, I was warning about the small con mentality for the most part. Now, unfortunately, I have to warn people about a few things that have happened over the last few weeks and years, particularly about Delta HCon. Now, before I begin, this is going to be one of those videos. It's going to be one of those rant heavy things that God help you if you have small children around you. As such, to begin all the festivities, I will hereby conduct the Razor Fist dance. To take out my headphones for this one. Fuck you, I was right. 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 Fuck you. I'm sorry. Fuck you, I was right. Anyway, to the point of what I was saying, fuck you, I was right. Delta HCon has been saying some things about certain people, and I'm going to start it off with the group that it starts with. For God bless it all intents and purposes, this all started basically the day after the convention. In my review, which I have posted down there, you see the thumbnail up on the live stream post. Yeah, that's part of what happened. I'll get to that in a moment. But generally speaking, they have gone and said a lot of things about certain people. The most notable of these people is Geeks 5 Ever. They are a media conglomerate, basically, that runs a lot of panels, a lot of different things that Houston conventions pretty much rely on. And quite frankly, I don't know all the details, but I do know they made an announcement this week. And that was to say they were no longer doing any panels, any special events for Delta HCon. And god damn, what are you fucking doing? I mean, think about this. I normally don't go and say this is a death nail, but this is a death nail. When Geeks 5 Ever says we're not going to do this anymore, your con's fucked. I'm sorry. It's pretty much, you just screwed the hell up. And let me make sure we understand something. Full disclosure, yes, I was offered a position at Geeks 5 Ever, but I turned it down. Mainly because I didn't want the whole issue being me being the big bad guy in the universe. A lot of cons hate me because they don't like hearing what I have to say. Like I said before, I'm a public person, but that plays to my advantage. That means you don't get anything fake from me. This video is not really what Geeks 5 Ever is doing. In fact, quite the opposite. This video is about kind of confirming the stupid ass bullshit that went on around different convention staff members. And let me make it very clear. What I'm going to show you thus far is public knowledge. This isn't something that you can't look up. I have a direct link in the description. You can search it yourself. This isn't some secret, backdoor kind of PM stuff. No, this is out in public, so yes, you can figure it out. Let me say this now. This is strictly and only about Delta HCon. This is not about any other convention, staff member, or their vendors, sponsors, anything else. One con, one group of staff, that's it. I don't care what anyone else thinks. The other stuff is irrelevant. So we get down to the main points. Two things happened that got to this kind of chain. And the first thing that happened was a vendor by the name of Tracy Tram. I don't know this person yet. However, what they decided to do was one day they didn't like the review, so they decided, I'm going to tell all my little staff buddies, and I'm going to get you banned from this group. One, are you fucking ignorant or something? Do you not know who the hell I am? That's the first problem. I'm not just the regular Joe here. Yeah, sure, okay, I do this and that. But let me remind everybody, through the last 2 weeks before the convention, I was the one posting a different kind of message board idea every day on the group. So you can go back and take a look. That was me posting stuff to get people interested in the convention. Did anyone else do that? No, not for 2 weeks, especially. Did anyone else hand out a second edition Pathfinder Core rulebook with the signatures of many guests? No, I did all that legwork. So if you'll excuse me, if you ask me what I did, it was pretty damn impressive to do something with my own money, by the way. I should add some of that, getting there and back. So I don't know who this person is, but basically they decide, oh, I'm just going to dox this guy. Number two about that, you don't fucking dox me. Didn't anybody tell you that from San Japan? Remember, Justin, like I said, that San Japan does not care video, still does not care. I had that email sent to me, and I still have that email from some staff member, apparently. I don't know who it was. And yeah, there were some things that were true, but a lot of it was just conjecture and lies. Let me explain this right now. You come to me and I'll tell you what is true and I'll tell you what is a lie. I told you I'm not going to be fake. So, absolutely. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But otherwise, if it's about me, I will tell you exactly what. Let's get something straight here. You do not go and threaten any member of the community outright unless you want to start a basic fight. This is what happened last year, actually, with Geeks 5 Ever. Particularly, they were criticized for somebody totally fake, by the way, false claims. It's been confirmed that somebody was sexually harassed in their hotel room. And it's been confirmed that no, that never happened. So we can tell you that rumors do happen at conventions. This one particularly has had a few. But that's not where it ends, unfortunately. This person ends up getting up with two particular staff members. One of them I'm going to go ahead and show you in this video. The other one I don't really need to go through, but I'm going to have to deal with them eventually. And the first one is Shannon McCarthy, who basically runs the Artist Alley. Okay, fine. That was a very bad criticism of how it was run, but I'm not going to get into that right now. Basically, you saw the thumbnail. That's not an edited post, folks. No, that's not even close. It's, again, public knowledge. You can look at the actual link and see what I'm saying. I'm going to be honest with you now. I have never been told this in my fucking life. Not one time in the history of the universe have I been so utterly insulted and unappreciated by a staff member at the same time. I'll go ahead and ignore all the pretext. I'll just give you the main words of what is said here. This was probably the Tuesday after, I can't exactly remember what day. I'm going to check it out. Tuesday, September 24th, 2019 at 5:05 p.m. Since as an awareness, not since as in you actually think of time, typo, you are wanting to support this community, and I don't believe artists and don't believe artists and dealers work. Excuse me a moment. Number one, we're going to stop right there. Hell yeah, I know artists and dealers work for a living. I have a guy who I've been known for since Onicon 2005 who sells t-shirts in that convention. I know he works for a living. In fact, I know he's trying to make a profit. In fact, not going to say his name. Not going to tell you the name because I don't want them getting doxxed. The only reason why they made said profit this year was because they actually drove back and forth 2 or 3 hours from their home to the convention each way instead of getting a hotel room. You think for a second I don't know that? I've known that since fucking 2005. And in fact, God willing, probably more than that. Like I said before at a Suricon, cons don't pay for themselves, but neither do vendors. They have to make a profit too. They have to spend the money. They have to get their product out. They have to pay the bills. You think I don't understand that? Problem number one right there. Like I said, they think I'm stupid. I'm clearly not because I've talked to these people. Who the hell you think I am anyway? Anywho, going on. Come shadow me was the next line. Why? I mean, do I have to follow you around the whole convention? I, do you think I don't know this and now you're asking me to do something that I've already pretty much known since my first convention? Why? This wasn't a problem. However, it's the next line that bothers me. The next line that, honest to God, I mean, I'm gonna drop the anger act here because if I don't, I'm going to be screaming so loud, everyone from here to Dallas will hear me. That was bad. The "we don't care about what you think" is bad. This next line is pretty much asking for. I, I can't even explain it. I can assure you it's way over 20 hours and 4 panels. Ha 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 ha, crying face, laughing. Yeah, I know. Again, but this line, what I'm about to say, kind of grosses me out. In fact, we started Sunday at 6:01 p.m. for next year. Heart. So basically, what they just told me, and I mean, this is not sarcasm. They're trying to attack me and then try to add on to think they're special for some reason. Is that basically I should stalk them at least until next year. They didn't really set a time limit, but basically said, okay, here I am. Come to my house and do what I do for a whole year minimum. You have my permission to basically stalk me now. Ew! Okay. I don't have any alcohol. I don't know how much I'm gonna need. I'm probably gonna be in an ambulance at about 2 o'clock this morning because I'd be drinking that much, trying to fathom this. Okay, look. I'm sorry. Fucking hell no! Absolutely no way I'm going to put up with that bullshit for any reason. Fuck that. In fact, you know what? You want to do something? Where were you at Pathfinder last weekend? Didn't see any of you guys there. You want to add on? How many tags and kill confirmed in Modern Warfare and Black Ops 4 have you gotten? I get about 20 a game. Sure. Oh, let's go even further back. You know what? Where were you at Anime Central when I won this Puzzle Fighter tournament? You weren't there. Oh, you don't want video games? Okay, sure. Did you get a Letterman jacket in anything in high school? I could have lettered in choir and football if I wanted to. I don't have it with me, but I had it. Let's go even further back. I don't recall a single one of you at all there the night that I got beat up by someone's boyfriend. I don't care. I was the one bloodied and walked 4 miles, half beaten up before. I don't like talking about that, but you don't think I've been through this kind of crap? Oh, I've been through crap that would make you be afraid of living. Bloody t-shirt all the way down. I walked 4 miles to get away from that man, and for the God-blessed life, I'm still here because of it. Do you really think for 1 second I am that fucking naive? Seriously. I don't care about me now. In fact, if I actually had the money, time, and resources, and I were more insane than I am, oh, God knows, I might actually take you up on that. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to play that bullshit. I'm not going to do this crap. You know why? Because it's not fucking worth it. It isn't. It isn't worth going through all this crap again. If Geek 5 ever says they don't want to do it again, why the fuck should I bother? I don't care anymore then. They want to go? Okay. I know those guys. Those guys are people who don't fuck with people. They don't screw around with anybody. They tell you how it is and they don't try to piss you off. But when you do it to them, when you aggravate those guys, when you try to keep doxing people like myself, no, no, I'm sorry. Done. Bye. Here's what makes matters worse. This all started by a threat from Tracy Tram, who, again, I don't know who the heck it was, has these connections with these groups. I don't care. Irrelevant. The point is, the convention staff decided, oh, we're going to take it up with it. You're threatening our people when it's not true at all. In fact, they're the one threatening me, and you didn't bother to do anything about it. I don't know where you got the idea I was threatening anybody. I made it very clear to them. I'm not threatening you. I've never threatened somebody's life or job or anything else. Sure, I went on their public Facebook post. Again, public. They went to mine too, so they can't claim harassment either. So, big deal. But for the love of the universe, what I'm saying is I have never known such cocky arrogance in my life. You can make of that all you want to. You can read the post and make all the details as you want to. But you know what? Fuck you, I was right. And I hate how people think just because I'm a tough person to deal with and I'm telling you how it is, it's a bad thing. Look, I know I get a lot of downvotes, but you know what? You don't fucking listen to the point, and this is what happens. People are getting tired of this crap. And it's not just Delta HCon. I can tell you that. Now, the only reason why I might not do something is now I'm legally thinking about what my options are after that point. Again, this is public information. I'm not telling you something that I can't verify or you can't go see. It's all out there, no questions asked. I am considering taking legal action here because it all started basically on a lie. Or better yet, somebody wanted. The two people involved, Shannon and this other person, specifically run the dealer's room and Artist Alley alike. If I were to go and do some action, it would be against those particular areas of the convention. That's actual money coming into the convention. And that's not going to mean very much to most people, but I can tell you right now, even with the legal fees alone, it would cripple them. I haven't made a decision yet. This isn't official. I'm going to make a decision and possibly get attorneys tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. The only reason why I wouldn't is I know if I do, the blasphemous evil of John and Denise Lay would have a cakewalk in Houston for every anime convention outside Onicon for the rest of eternity, and I don't want that. Suits are based on principle, but the principle would be I'd be giving the spawn of evil right now everything they wanted. I don't think I could do that. But it's not yet set. And statute of limitations in the state of Texas is 3 years. So I have basically until 2022 to figure that out. But the bottom line is, I've said this about San Japan. I'll say it to everyone else. I'm a public person. You get nothing fake from me. What you did to me, I don't know what you did exactly to Geeks 5 Ever, but I can tell them right now, there's a lot of truth to what they said about it. What Geeks 5 Ever said, yeah, I can tell you guys right now, you're probably more accurate than you think. We're tired of this shit. Houston conventions in general have a problem this way. Only OwlCon and International Magical Girl Day, as I said before, seem to be never trying to dox anyone or complain about anyone or screw anyone over. So far. Onicon, I don't know entirely enough. So I'm not going to say they do, but their public image needs to be better than what it is. In general, I've heard too many stories about other conventions, so I'm not going to say out loud in more than I'm going to be saying tonight. Because again, I'm focusing only on what happened at Delta HCon and its staff. I'm not blaming anyone else. This is not an attack at OniCon. This is not an attack at Comic Palooza. They have their issues, but I haven't heard enough about that to put them in the same perspective. But they also have problems looking bad like this. So I'm not sure how long this is going to last. I'm pretty much certain it's going to get out pretty fast. This video isn't going to sit on the shelf because unfortunately for a lot of people, Geeks 5 Ever is going to be probably watching this video. Well, regardless, I will still be going to OniCon November 8th through the 10th in Galveston, Texas. It is still going to be my brother's first convention. The plan's already made and the money's already paid for it. So I'm already there. I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to be at other conventions, though. But so far, OniCon hasn't tried to screw anyone over, at least as far as I know. And I hope they don't. I'm not saying they are. You might be thinking, oh, he's just saying that because he's going to that con. No, I haven't heard enough about that. Maybe they've gotten away from John and East Leg because they're in Galveston and it's kept them from ridicule. Maybe that's true. But again, they got to improve their public image. That being said, when you get rid of Geeks 5 Ever, or Geeks 5 Ever says no more to you, in the city of Houston, you're fucked. Now, that out of the way, I want to say something to every other convention here in the world. Stop with the rant for a moment and get to the point. Guys, I know cons don't pay for themselves. I know how hard it is for people to go to these conventions and volunteer their time. So if you get them, don't throw them to the side and say, we don't need you. Because you don't understand. Not many people want to volunteer for these things anymore, especially the smaller cons. I will never say that to volunteers. They are the lifeblood of a lot of conventions. And I appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you so much for helping us out. Help me out by sharing, and subscribing to my channel, and donate to my PayPal at plasmawarrior2002@gmail.com. Until next time, later.